Here is your final video in the IELTS writing section of this course, and today I'm going to share with you 4 super top tips to help you get the highest band score possible in your IELTS writing test. So you know, I've upgraded the microphone and software that I'm using to make these video lessons because I want to make sure you are getting the best quality lessons and learning. Let's move on to top tip number 1, which is understanding the question. If you don't properly understand and answer the question, it goes without saying that you will lose a lot of marks, especially in the task achievement section of the band descriptors. Read the question carefully 2 or 3 times to make sure that you can give a full, well-developed answer. One small tip that I can give is to underline key vocabulary in the question. Here is an example. The line chart below shows the changes in 3 types of crime over a 3-year period in a city centre. The phrases I've underlined are line chart, 3 types of crime, and 3-year period. These will be crucial to me answering the question. I don't suggest that every single student must underline key vocabulary in the question. Some people find it useful, while others simply prefer to read the question carefully a few times. But you can try it and see if it also helps you. Let's move on to top tip number 2, which is to check model answers. If you search online for model answers, for both Task 1 and Task 2, you will find hundreds of excellent examples that you can read or listen to. This will help you understand the full range of questions that you might also get in the IELTS writing test, and it will also help you to understand the type of language that students use to give great IELTS answers. Do be careful, as you may also see some examples that aren't so brilliant or well structured, but if you can identify them, it shows that you have a very good idea about how to answer IELTS writing questions. Here is top tip number 3, which is to manage your time. Task 1, as you may remember, is 20 minutes and Task 2 is 40 minutes. I do very much suggest that you try and stick to this suggested time limit. Can you remember why I gave these 2 times for your IELTS writing test? If so, well done, and it's quite simply because Task 2 is worth double the marks over Task 1. Quite often students find that they can't manage their time and therefore don't finish their assignments or reports. The more you practice managing the time, the easier you will find it. Here is top tip number 4, which is don't repeat yourself. This applies to both your ideas and vocabulary. To score highly in task achievement, you must be able to report or describe a number of different ideas without repeating your thinking. The same also applies to lexical resource, where you are scored highly on the range of language that you can use. Try not to use the same phrases or pieces of vocabulary more than 1 or 2 times. And finally, I have one bonus tip for you. As you are enrolled in IELTS 7+ and you have me as your IELTS teacher, I want you to get the very most that you can from this course. For that reason, I highly suggest using the Q&A feature if you have any questions that you would like to ask about the IELTS exam. Either myself or another student can come and help you with whatever problems that you have. Apart from the Q&A feature, you can also message me directly and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. That's all for our IELTS writing section of this course. Next up, we're moving on to IELTS speaking. I'll see you in the next section.